Hello students, in the series of lectures in the subject VLSI design, today we will discuss interconnect impacts. Okay, so what are the impacts of interconnects that we will discuss in this lecture? Okay, so what are the impacts? So impacts are basically first is the delay. Okay, now interconnect basically increases the circuit delay that we all know. Okay, so what are the reasons for increasing the delay? So there are two reasons. We know that the wires have their own capacitance and resistance per unit length. So the presence of wire capacitance basically add loading to the each gate. So there will be extra loading to each gate. That's why the delay will be increased. Now, if we have long wires, then long wires have higher resistance. So if higher resistance is there, then they contribute in the RCD. Now, if you consider the simple L model, so what will be the Elmore delay of the L model? That will be equal to R times of C. Okay. Now, Elmore delay, as you increase the segments, as you increase the segments like this, L segments, then the Elmore delay reduces towards RC by 2. Okay. So Elmore delay of pi and T network is always RC by 2 no matter how many segments are used. Means you can use so many segments and still you will get the delay RC by 2 in case of pi model and T model. Okay. So single segment pi model is good for calculations. Okay. Now let us consider this fantastic example. So we have uh, 10 times unit sized inverter which is driving a 2 times unit size inverter at the end of a 1 millimeter long wire. So we are having a 10x inverter that is driving a 2x inverter with some interconnecting wire having a length of 1 millimeter. Okay. The thickness of wire, width of wire, and the resistivity of copper wire is also given. This is a copper wire. Okay. Now we are given the wire capacitance that is zero point 0.2 femtofarad per micrometer. Okay. Now we have also given unit size NMOS transistor resistance that is 10 kilo ohm and capacitance that is zero point 0.1 femtofarad. So we need to calculate the propagation delay using Elmore delay method. Okay. So we will replace the wire by equivalent pi model. So equivalent pi model, with the help of equivalent pi model, we can replace it like this. Okay. Now we can calculate these capacitances for the wire. For the wire, I will be talking about first. So first of all, what will be the resistance of the wire? So resistance of the wire will be equal to R box R square. You can say R square is nothing but rho upon T. Rho is given in the example, T is given in the example, multiplied by number of squares. Number of squares is nothing but L upon W. So by doing this, we can find the resistance of the wire. So resistance of the wire will comes out to be 800 ohm in this case. Okay, 800 ohm will be the value. Now what is the capacitance of wire? So the capacitance of wire is given as zero point 0.2 femtofarad per micrometer. Okay, so the capacitance of a 1 micrometer wire is zero point 0.2 femtofarad. So what will be the capacitance of a, what is the length of the wire? The length of the wire is 1 millimeter. Okay. So what will be the capacitance of a 1 millimeter length long wire? So that will comes out to be 200 femtofarad. Okay, by solving that. So 200 femtofarad will be distributed in the pi model as 100 femtofarad and 100 femtofarad. So this is how this structure has been made. Now let's talk about the 10 times unit size inverter. Now, as the unit size NMOS transistor has a resistance of 10 kilo ohm. Okay, so this is the inverter. This is nothing but inverter. This is an inverter. Okay, like this. So what will be the effective resistance? So you can see the fallout transition. So here in this case NMOS will be on, and as this is the 10 times the unit size inverter, so that value will be 10. Okay, so what will be the resistance of that? That will be R upon 10. Okay, now the resistance of unit sized NMOS is given as 10 kilo ohm. So if you put it here 10 kilo ohm, what you will get, that is 1 kilo ohm resistor. So 1 kilo ohm resistor will be placed here. 1 kilo ohm resistor will be placed here. Now let's talk about the inverter having 2 times the unit width. So if an inverter have 2 times the unit width, what it will have? So a unit inverter has widths 1 and 2, but a 2 times unit inverter will have width 2 and 4. Okay, is it clear? So what will be the input capacitance of the inverter? So that you can easily find out that the input capacitance of this inverter will be 6 times the unit capacitance. Okay, so that will be, so the unit capacitance is given in the question as 0.1 femtofarad, that is given already. So if you multiply this by 6, then you will get the input capacitance. So this is the circuit that we have drawn. This is the circuit that has been drawn, and now you can estimate the propagation delay using Elmore delay model. Okay, so when you will use Elmore delay, there are basically two nodes here. Okay, so in case of this, what will happen for node N1, that is R into C, so this is R multiplied by C. Okay, plus for node N2, that will be 1 kilo ohm plus 800 means 1800 ohm multiplied by parallel equivalent of these two capacitors. Okay, so this is how you can calculate the propagation delay. Now let's talk about the energy. So long wires have significant capacitance and resistance, so they require substantial amount of energy to switch. Okay, now crosstalk has already been discussed in the previous lectures. Okay,